Can y'all hear me? Greetings to everybody coming in. Everything you need to know is in the description box. Special shout out to my epic mystic manifesting members, Miss Sharon, Sekhmet, Nakia, Tangi, D from the D. I gotta give y'all the shout outs first. Hey, Miss Candace. Hey, Renee, Mrs. Brooks, Anita. Hey, Dominique. Hey, Sharina. Hey, Candace. Hey, Anita. Hey, A. Mitch. Hey, Bluebell. Hey, Enchanted Pisces. Everybody coming in. It is the glow, right? It's the glow for me. Hey, I'm going, I'm going because that love is flowing. But as you can see, the title, I need to, I need to say, I need to say something. I'm not going to say I was one of the first people to do a reading on Kim Porter, but my Kim Porter reading went viral years ago when I did it. I also spoke out again about a year or two ago. If you look up Kim Porter and you on my videos, there will be two videos that will come up. The most recent video, I said to y'all that these people's money was going to start turning against them. I'm telling you, everything I have said is coming to pass. I said this, and it is coming to pass. It is coming in real time. What I have told y'all is I don't have to lie. Go back. Go back. It's up. I did not get rid of it. I had to get rid of a lot of my other readings, but that was the one reading that I kept. I do regret to this day that I got rid of my XXX Tentacion reading because the revelation of the last name of one of the killers came out before the police had knew and before public knowledge. And next thing you know, they arrested, I think, 3 people, and one of the 3 last names was Williams. I do regret that, but for what it's worth, everybody who was on that live at that time when it happened, they know that that shit wasn't fake. But I will say this. I'm going to tell y'all something. I also told y'all, I told y'all this a while ago, and I'm bringing this back up. I said to y'all that they were going to start hiding other charges under RICO charges. Listen to me, and listen to me well. And I want y'all to start paying attention. Start paying attention again, especially the month of April. Tonight is a lunar eclipse. Kingdoms and kings are going to be falling. When I say kingdom and kings, I'm not just talking about Buckingham Palace. It is rumored that Kate video was AI. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. There is something extremely fishy going around with that, but we're not talking about that. But listen, eclipses used to be feared in the days of old, in the days of the Mayans and the Aztecs. Eclipses were feared because that was an indication that it was time for the judgment to be rendered on those who were called as being higher up than the common folk. Okay? Eclipses were used to bring judgment to royal homes, to those who were in positions of power and authority. In other words, eclipses are used to cleanse powerful forces. Okay? What we are seeing is a spiritual cleansing. Listen to me. What we are seeing in real time is a spiritual cleansing. There has been in the works for some years now, spiritually, dismantling power and authority from the hands of celebrities. We are now seeing it come to pass in 3D real time. The reason why, listen to me, because you're going to hear some other people saying this shit. So if you heard it first, you heard it here. And there's going to be a lot of other readers who are going to be saying what I'm saying. Y'all just going to have to differentiate between who's saying it because they watched me or who's saying it because they really tapped in. The reason why it had to be Diddy, I always knew it was going to be Diddy first. The reason why it has to be Diddy is because he's the puppeteer. He's the Geppetto. Don't look at it as who had a more of an extensive career than Diddy or who was a better rapper or producer than Diddy. Don't look at that. Diddy had himself placed in a position of power beyond money. His money he used to hide behind. But now he used the power, watch this, he used the power of the fact that he had incriminating evidence hidden on people in the industry. In order to bring the rest of the others down, they have to bring Diddy down first. He has evidence on your favorites. He has incriminating evidence on your favorites. I also told y'all these RICO charges will be hiding the fact that these people were found guilty in spiritual court for misusing spirituality and using dark witchcraft and baneful magic to harm innocent people. That girl was not lying when she said, "Oh, bitch killed her cat." And some of you clout chasing bitches, watch me. Y'all still like that Beyonce bitch. I don't get it. I don't get it. Everybody else demonic but her? She innocent? Because allegedly she was forced to be on drugs. Allegedly she was being puppeted by her handler / husband. That bitch is, if everybody around her is guilty, that bitch gotta be guilty too. Ain't nobody forced you to do nothing. Ain't nobody forced you to give up nobody for fame. You did what you did on your own. Let's just put allegedly out there. And see, what y'all don't understand, because y'all love sniffing these fucking celebrities' draws. Y'all are so high on riding these people's coattails that y'all can't see right from wrong. The fuck will you go to bat for somebody who is enchanting you every time you buy a fucking ticket or hear their music or watch their music videos? As if everybody else could do wrong except for this one person. And you think liking someone is going to keep the veil from lifting. Some of y'all is in that beehive because y'all are under that spell. And y'all don't even know that y'all be attacking people on behalf of somebody who don't even like y'all. She like your money. That's why she dropping shit every other day to make sure. Yeah, and I've been said the words fan was short for fanatics. You right, Ron. This is something I've been saying on my channel. It is time for y'all to wake the fuck up. It is time for y'all to wake the fuck. It is too much going on. Y'all should not be idolizing none of these motherfuckers. You said she going down with her husband, unfortunately. It's not unfortunate. It's fortunate. Because how can we be on these videos talk about justice for Kim Porter and not justice for Kathy White? Not justice for Aaliyah. Bitches was pulling shit too to put prices on motherfuckers' heads too. The nigga said in one of his, wasn't that included in one of his bars? My baby mama more harder than you niggas? Huh? Didn't Kanye West say they said that he was the pussy because he didn't kill nobody? But at least he can talk his motherfucking talk. Because see, they ain't got nothing to dangle over his fucking head. Huh? Let's call it all out. We can't stop at Diddy. Diddy just the beginning. We gotta keep going. Huh? Huh? Let's be honest here. See, you can't ignore Kim Porter. Because Kim Porter made herself be seen. She was the it girl, 1111 on the board. And in the words of Jaguar Wright, She said it was 5 people in the beginning of that record company. Didn't she name them? Andre Harrell, Diddy, Al B. Shore, Kim Porter, and I forgot the other person. Everybody is dead except for Al B. Shore and P. Diddy. And Al B. Shore was almost dead, was he not? So if we're going to be screaming justice for Kim Porter, let's start screaming justice for Kathy White. Let's start screaming justice for Aaliyah. And it's a bunch of other people who caught fucking strays. Not caught strays, but under the innocence of certain things. We got to be honest here. We got to be honest here. They showed us in front of our face these people like playing with feces, sperm, and shit, and piss, and mixing it around, calling it spirit cooking and art. And y'all just over there sucking their dick and eating their cooch box. What are y'all? Listen, answer this for me. I am not trying to be funny. I am not trying to be funny. Please just hear me out. I want to answer. Listen, please help me understand this for the love of humanity, for the love of yourself, for the love of oneness and unity, for the love of love. Please give me an honest answer, because this is a genuinely honest question. What is making people idolize these folks so fucking much? I never got it. I don't get it. I don't get how people can want to go without paying their rent because the hottest thing is coming to a city near me. I don't get how people are going into debt to make sure that they follow someone across the country. I went on tour. I went and seen this person 3-4 times on tour. What? Seriously, and I want to, please. I want to know. Because it has to make sense to me. It's not making sense to me. It's not. I don't understand that. I know you're saying there's nothing going on in the U.S., pure boredom, but it's got to be something deeper than that. Besides the fact that they do enchant their music. They use backmasking. They use subliminal messages. We know that's some of the oldest shit ever. But outside of that, what else? Because I don't understand. And again, this thing is going to end one or two ways. Diddy is going to end up singing. Because let me tell you something. He's a Scorpio. They said he got his nickname Puffy from the fact that his mama said that his temper was so much that when he would get angry when he was a child, he would be huffing and puffing. This is why she called him Puffy. So it's a strong indication to me from what I just said that this young boy at a young age was always given his way. That translated into his adult life, which then he understood very early on that all you had to do was play a game to get to where you wanted to be. And that talent wasn't even a small fraction of the pie that you needed to get to where you wanted to be when it came to the music industry. Because, I mean, obviously what I'm saying has to have some truth to it, because Andre Harrell was the one who put him on, but yet he passed Andre Harrell up. And now Andre Harrell is gone before he could allegedly launch his tell-all book. Kim is gone before she could allegedly launch her tell-all book. Kathy White is allegedly dead the day after she is seen with Claudia Jordan in the club, clubbing with right there, not that far from Diddy and Jay-Z. And then she passes away the next day, allegedly. And then when you look for any credentials of Kathy White, you can barely find anything. You can barely find anything. If Diddy walks, it's because he is singing like a fucking canary. And I'm going to just be honest with you. He doesn't seem like the type to me that he would go down by himself. If he, over the years, over decades of him being in those positions of power, to be able to shut people up, pay folks off, and whatever the fuck else that he's been doing, if he's been in that position of power this long and he's been getting away with paying people off this long and he can allegedly make people disappear for this fucking long, let me tell y'all something. For the feds and Homeland Security to raid both of his homes in LA and Miami, they didn't do that just off of a hunch or an inkling. They had grounds to infiltrate. Trust me. Trust me. And trust me, he wasn't stupid. All those years of all those partying, those parties, all those years of those parties, and you got people in compromising positions, you got proof that that such and such was taking it in the ass, and this person was getting the train ran on. You got proof of underage activities. You got proof of all this other shit. And you wondering why other celebrities ain't talking out against him? Justice for Biggie, justice for Pac, justice for Kathy White, justice for Aaliyah, justice for Kim Porter, and justice for everybody else they didn't fucking silence and damn near erased off the map. But I'm telling y'all, I told y'all before and I'm gonna say this shit again. Their money is working against them. You may be able to erase in the physical, but you can't erase what the fuck you did in the spirit. And sometimes you just got to come across God's chosen and fuck with them for you to be on God's hunted list. Sometimes that's just how the way it's going to work the fuck out. To the point to where this young man who is suing Diddy, and excuse me, but apparently or allegedly, it was said that he told the young boy that allegedly he said to him, I'll off my own mama to get what I want. So what makes you think I wouldn't harm you? I wouldn't do nothing to you. It's apparent that actually may be the truth that this nigga said this shit. Yes, Sam So Pretty. I've been talking about this shit for years. But y'all will put another psychic up there because she white. But I'm gonna keep talking my shit. Because at the end of the day, I know who fucks with me. God. My accolades is in places where it actually matters. See, that's what y'all don't understand. They don't fuck with me because I can't be bought. I ain't in the pockets of politicians and celebrities. Fuck them niggas. See, I'm here for the people. I'ma always be here for the people. Ain't no amount of money that's gonna make me shut the fuck up. You can't buy this type of integrity. I'm not to be bought, honey. I'm to be earned. And if you ain't with the integrity game, if you ain't with the morale game, you can't come to me. Shut the fuck up. I've been saying this shit before it was popular. Shout out to Cat Williams. I've been saying this shit before Cat. Shout out to Monique. I've been saying this shit before Cat. Before Monique. It's a lot of us out here that's been set apart and separated. You can't call yourself a chosen one if you compromised. Oh man, that just hit some of y'all in the fucking face. Because some of y'all watching me that's been quiet in the cut. Some of y'all motherfuckers is compromised. Yeah. Some of y'all are compromised. I need my moderators who got the ability to start the blocking, please. See, I don't have to listen. What I say don't happen tomorrow. My shit is like rotisserie chicken. It bakes and it cooks and it cooks and it cooks. And I'm always motherfucking cooking. You know why? Because ain't no microwave shit over here, bitch. You're going to get that rotisserie slow over here. Because by the time my chicken come out the oven, that shit going to be dripping juicy. It's going to be dripping juicy. Ain't no dry shit over here. You understand? And I'm going to tell y'all like this. I'm going to say this again. This thing is going to end one of two ways. Diddy going to sing and he going to bring somebody else down with him, or they gonna Jeffrey Epstein this motherfucker. He knows his life is in danger. Now there's some other sidebar things that can happen. He can pull a Simmons and go to Bali and get the fuck. Go to somewhere where they ain't got no extradition laws, where they can't extradite his ass back here to the US. There are some other shit that can happen. But I'm telling y'all, listen to me. I'm gonna show y'all how deep this shit goes. His son Justin and King Combs is in handcuffs. Whether they are booked and placed under entire arrest, which means actually in jail and then have to go up to a judge and get sentenced or not, it doesn't matter. You have to understand that this man, this fucking psycho monster, this psychopath, sociopathic asshole who want to be the fucking devil so bad, introduced his children to this shit at a young age. Listen to me. I'm gonna say this. This shit is very deep. This man introduced his own children to illegal activities while they were themselves underage. If he don't give a fuck about his own seed, what makes you think that he gonna care about you and the music that you're listening to, and at the fact that they piping some shit, through you and you don't even know? Oh my God. Let it all fall. Do I think Usher is taking his place on the throne? No. What I think, and this is my opinion, and I have a right to my opinion. What I think, and spiritually, I feel that what I'm getting ready to say is correct. I think that Diddy made sure that once Usher became 18, that he possibly put him in a compromising position to not be able to tell his story that he was violated when he was underage. Usually they wait until the victim becomes of age to be able to turn them into a victimizer. This is something that is extremely common in the music industry. I was in the music industry myself. No, I was not big, but I paid my fucking dues. And when I mean pay my dues, I have done enough to be able to know certain shit that wasn't on fucking Google. I have people in my family that's in the industry. I have done industry work. Am I in the industry? Have I oathed in? Hell to the no. You can't fucking buy me. And you can tell them by the fruit that they bear. And see, this is why I was telling my boo bear the other day. I said, no matter what people say, I can't write Kanye West off. I don't agree with everything Kanye says. But let me tell y'all something. I don't care what nobody fucking say. The first time I ever did that reading on Kanye West, his ex-wife's energy was trying to barge in. Y'all, I have no reason to lie. I have no fucking reason. I'm not gaining shit lying to y'all. Y'all please start blocking these people in the comments in the live chat. When I did that reading, when I was still married and I was living in Arizona in 2019, 2020-ish or something like that. When I did that reading, y'all, the demonic witchcraft energy was so heavy on the Kardashian side. It was so heavy. It felt like my body was vibrating. It was trying to make me so nervous to knock me out. Donda's energy came through and bum rushed all of that shit. I said all of that in real time when I was doing that on live. I did a live reading on Kanye, and Donda's mama came through. And she told me after I stopped that reading, after I was done, she said, do not give up on my son. And she said to keep praying for my child. Ever since then, every now and then when I would do a reading on Kanye or whatever was coming, Donda was there. That young man is placed. He was placed in the industry as he was so that he could do what he's doing now. I don't give a fuck if you agree with what he's saying or not. You don't have to. You don't have to agree with his political stance. You don't. And you know what bothers me about my own people? Melanated people? You motherfuckers are sick. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. And if you get mad, then it applies to you. If it don't apply, then let that shit fly. Y'all niggas always want to say a broken clock is right 2 times a day. In other words, like y'all using that shit to discredit somebody. But you don't discredit CNN. You don't discredit Anderson Cooper. You don't discredit these other motherfuckers. You only say that shit when it comes to your own people. You only say that when it comes to your own. You don't say that about nobody else. You don't say it about Fox News. You don't say it about nothing else. Y'all say that about your own people. Well, a broken clock is right 2 times a day. And guess what? And guess what? Being at the right place at the right time and the only synchronicity to save your life is a broken clock, then guess what? That broken clock can save your fucking life. Stop trying to discredit people because you are paranoid of your own shit. You don't trust your own instincts. So you got to throw some shit out like that to your own people. So, I don't want to hear no bullshit. I don't. I don't want to hear no bullshit about that. Renee, I don't know if you said, is it true people who oath wear colors red, black, and white? I'm not gonna sit here and say that. What I do believe is that they have their own rituals. These are people who believe in high magic. I'm gonna say something that's real controversial. Just hold on to what I'm getting ready to say. Um, Taryn, we talking about that now. Um, what I what I'm gonna say next, just hold on to me. This shit is deeper than some Illuminati ritual. Okay? This shit is deeper than that. There's so many other secret societies, y'all. I truly now looking back at this whole thing that they call conspiracy theory, looking back at it, I believe that they kept pushing us they kept pushing the theory of Illuminati on us to keep us talking to about this whole Illuminati shit so that we won't see what was really going on. There's deeper secret societies than some Illuminati shit. And what we are seeing and what we have seen has been rituals in front of our eyes. And they have their own color coded system that they do use. Now, black, white, and red may be used for different things in different times. So I can't say that it's set for that. But I will say that they do use colors as a code system so that they can show the ones watching without talking out loud where they're moving up in the ladder. Well, virtuous woman, we have a freedom of choice. Okay. So it wasn't about Donda allowing Kanye to marry Kim. We don't know what's in people's spiritual contracts. We don't know if that was a spiritual contract having to be fulfilled. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes certain things that happens that don't make no sense to us, it don't always have to make sense to us. It could be something spiritual. Okay. Yes, Chip Tooth. We've already the people that are subscribed to this channel here, they already listen to me. Listen to me. I'm gonna say this just like this. No disrespect to other readers. I don't give a fuck about what they're saying right now. I don't need y'all coming in my comment section or my live chat saying such and such this and such as that. I don't give a fuck. I don't. I have no problem with those other people, but this is my channel. I don't give a fuck about them. Them people don't come over here and speak to me. They don't say hey to me. They ain't trying to have no friendship with me. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about this right here, right now on my channel. Go and talk to them on their channel. In love. Because I don't give a shit. I don't. I never did. See, that's one of the reasons why my shit is accurate. Because I don't watch other readers. I'm a firm believer that when you watch other people, their energy can come in on your own shit. That's like when you hear people saying, who is your musical influence? And they're a rapper or they're a singer. And they start naming other rappers or singers that they live up to. You kind of sort of start seeing the influence in them, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But there is energy transference. Everything is energy. So I don't watch other readers for that purpose. I like the way that I read. And I'm not dissing them. There's no need to be talking about anybody else on my channel. I don't give a fuck. No, listen, it's not to be disrespectful. I'm very assertive when I speak. But that's why I'm saying it. Whoever gonna take offense to it is gonna take offense to it. I don't care. I've been saying this shit for years. I don't give a fuck about what other readers are saying. And I know y'all, some of y'all just don't be knowing. Y'all be coming up here and say, oh, such and such. I don't give a fuck. I just don't care. I'm not gonna go over there and look at they shit. I'm not subscribed to no readers. And I will never be subscribed to no readers. Because I don't need to. I don't need to be. But I do believe that, I've always felt like readers should have came together and did a community, but it's so much jealousy and shit. I'd rather not be in any of that. I don't need to be in nobody's group. I used to want to be a part of that. I used to want to look for sisterhood. I used to want, oh yeah, I used to even say I wanted a panel of people that I wanted to do all this other nice friendship, unity shit. That's no more. It's so much ego, and so I'm over it. When I wanted to do it, it was so much ego involved. It broke my heart. Now that I done laid that shit down and buried it, I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. I don't. Because see, the thing about it is, I don't have time for drama. And I'm so confident in myself, I don't need to prove shit to nobody. So no one can intimidate me. Because nobody can beat Rafiki at being Rafiki. And if I can just take that Rafiki mask off, can't nobody be me. I'm Jessica. Can't nobody be me. So, I can't compare myself to anybody else. And nobody can compare themselves to me. And they should think like that about themselves. But I have no problem with nobody in this spiritual community. I just like staying to myself because I don't like drama. I don't like drama. We getting older. We're evolving. We're getting older. If you got old people just talking shit and they not giving y'all what is needed at this time in this hour for all of the cosmic happenings that is happening right now, the planetary alignments and all this shit. If people are not feeding your soul and your spirit and you're following them, you like drama too. So I don't, when I, and I'm telling y'all this right now, only reason why I tell y'all don't be saying no shit about no other readers on my channel is to keep down confusion and drama. I will never speak on another reader. I will never speak on another, because I don't want to. I don't care whether it's good or bad. I don't give a fuck. I don't like the drama behind none of that shit. Shit can be spilled out of context so quick. It's disgusting. And I went this long without being involved in no kind of shit because I don't play like that. I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, again, I'm about the people. And see, the reason why I talk about celebrities on this caliber is because there's shit that was always hidden. And blood had to be given in order for a lot of these people to be where the fuck they are. So whether you believe it or not, it does affect you, because these people have been playing with spirits and baneful and harmful energies to directly affect you. Every time, listen to me. Excuse my burp. Listen to me. It was alleged that D'Angelo had one of the voodoo album have a ritual voodoo done over it so it can do well. I don't give a fuck if that was proven true or not. But the fact of the matter is that I wouldn't put it past nobody to do some shit like that. I remember years ago, a conversation was had from one of the members of Color Me Bad, who admitted that, and I'll say allegedly because I don't know if this nigga was lying on his own group or not, But allegedly, one of the members from Color Me Bad said out his own mouth that allegedly they had performed a ritual over that single or that album for it to be successful. Okay, this is not uncommon knowledge. This is, I'm gonna say that again. This is not uncommon fucking knowledge. Backmasking has always been used in music since music has been recorded. For example, another one, Bites the Dust. When you play that backwards, it says, I smoke marijuana, I smoke marijuana, I smoke marijuana, over and over again. There's subliminal messages when you play some of this shit back. We know that Jay-Z song, Lucifer, Sun in the Morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth. When he said some of his songs, I forgot what verse it is, but when you play it backwards, it's saying 666, murder, murder, Jesus. These people have been doing this for a very long time. Very long time. If you don't believe me, find a way to go and play some of these songs backwards so you can hear. It ain't just these famous people. It's songs that you'd never even heard of that got this subliminal messages in this shit. Listen to me. Listen to me. That's just like y'all should be very mindful of the books that you read. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. There is conjurings on certain books as well. It's not meant for you to read every Aleister Crowley book. It's not meant for you to read every Helen Blavatsky book. Well, I know I butchered her last name wrong. It's not meant for some of y'all to read some of these books. Some of these people make sure that they do rituals on their shit to grab people who are at a certain frequency. They're trying to grab everybody, but it's only going to work on people who are at certain frequencies. Shout out to everybody who's coming in, especially my mystic manifestors. So I'm saying this to y'all again. I'm saying this to y'all again and again, and I'm gonna keep saying it. There are several ways that this thing can play out with Diddy. It's several ways. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I said it in the last Kim Porter video that I did. He is not gonna go down by himself. He can't. He can't. He was one of the biggest gatekeepers. And let me tell y'all something. If he has incriminating evidence on anybody that helped to put him in position that's still alive, they may very well try to Jeffrey Epstein this man. Okay? But listen to me. I already knew this shit was going to come down the pipe when they had got R. Kelly. Because R. Kelly was not in a position to be any kind of gatekeeper. Let me tell y'all this, and this is not alleged. I've said this before on this channel, but I'm going to make it very motherfucking well known at 3:33 Mountain Standard Time on March 25th, 2024. This is not alleged. This happened. Before Surviving R. Kelly came out, about a month and a half before, R. Kelly was here in Arizona. I was at a show that I was a part of. I was asked to help bring in people for an open mic night on a Monday night at a place called Shars, down to Midtown Phoenix, off of 7th Avenue. At the time, the drummer was the one hosting it. I was married to my ex-husband at the time. The crowd don't pop off. Well, used to not pop off over there until Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and then sometimes Sundays. But they needed Monday nights to pop off. So I was asked by some people in there to help bring in folks on Monday nights. I had to follow protocol. I put my name on the list. The lady before me, who was before me to go up there and sing, she was finishing her song and come in the door. My heart dropped. I thought it was my first child's baby daddy, because R. Kelly and my first child baby daddy looks alike. My first child's father, my first child baby daddy, my first child's father looks like R. Kelly. So at first I thought it was him. My heart dropped because I'm like, at the time, me and him weren't getting along. So when he walked in, I thought it was him until he got closer. Now, R. Kelly walked into Shars, Okay? R. Kelly walked into Shars with Julian. Fuck, what is the last name of Julian? At the time, Julian was his A&R, who exchanged numbers with me, who asked me to work with them. Okay? This is not fucking alleged. He had his Julian. Julian's like 6 something, damn near 7 feet. Really huge, big old man. Arlington. Julian Arlington. That's his name. It was him, R. Kelly, Julius Arlington, another dude, and a white jump off chick. Some little local bitch that he had at the time to suck him off or fuck him, whatever else. They came in there, okay? Before it was time for R. Kelly came and sat right behind me. Listen to me. I have no reason to lie to y'all. My ex-husband was with me when this shit went down. R. Kelly came and sat right behind me. Before he could even sit up, before he could even sit down, I had to get up because my name was being called to the front to sing. I had already chose my song an hour and a half before the man had got there. The song that I chose was Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. Now, God pressed on me to sing that song that night. Little did I know that was one of his favorite songs ever. I did not know that was R. Kelly's favorite song. Let me show you how God works. I got up there and I sang that song. And as I was singing, I was looking at the corner of my eye and R. Kelly was slunched over crying, rocking like this with tears. I'm not fucking playing. Ask Julian Arlington. Julian was over there holding back tears. They were crying, rocking back and forth. After I got through singing, I went straight to the bar and got me a fucking Chardonnay. Now, mind you, I looked real Pentecostal because I didn't have no makeup on. I had a bald head at the time. I was over 200 pounds and I had a long fucking skirt. So I wasn't trying to look dolled up because this really wasn't my gig like that. I was just there to help. I get dolled up for my gigs. I didn't get dolled up for this gig. So I went straight over there to get me some Chardonnay. All right? So when I went to go get some Chardonnay, here comes Julius Arlington. He tapped me over the shoulder, ma'am. He's telling me, look, you touched me. And he says, I need to exchange information with you. Mind you, my ex-husband at the time, big old fucking eyes. He coming because now he's seeing like, oh my God, they gonna sign her. They gonna put her on. Mind you, I just exchanged information with Julius. Now I go sit down. R. Kelly's still sitting behind me. Mind you, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm telling you the truth now. I sit back in my spot. And he taps me. He taps me. And I turn around and he said, this is what he said. He said, can I please get a hug? He said, you sang that song. He said, you touched me. He said, you reminded me of my mother singing that song. I got up. He was still sitting down. I got up and I hugged him. I hugged him. Mind you, listen, when God puts you in authority, I'm not telling y'all this to get fucking clout. This shit happened years ago. I'm telling you that you can. That when God gives you an authority, it is not for you to get famous so you can have people licking your ass crack. It's for you to make a difference. You understand? It's for you to make a difference. When you get fame, you're supposed to make a difference with the fame. That's the byproduct of success. But when you got fame and you're using it to the detriment of others, you will be warned. Watch this. Mind you, in 2010, my now ex-husband at the time worked with R. Kelly. He is in the Sign of Victory video, and he sung with R. Kelly in the Soweto Spiritual Choir for the 2010 World Cup, the FIFA Soccer World Cup that R. Kelly sang that in 2010. So this was a full circle. This was a full circle moment. As me and R. Kelly started to talk, I said to him, because he said, because you know my mama came out the church. I said, I know your mama came. I said, I know you and your mama came out the church. He said, how you know? I said, because when you had that issue around I Believe I Can Fly, I said, when you went to John Eckhart Church, my auntie was a part of the prayer circle that prayed for you. The time that, listen, when R. Kelly ran to the church at the time when they first was trying to get him for that video. Listen to me, the shit it was coming for. God was warning him. God was warning him. Listen to me. It's not alleged. It's happened. I was getting ready to leave. R. Kelly was leaving as well. As we were walking outside, I wasn't by myself. My ex-husband was with me. At the time, we were married. Everybody else was trying to get to R. Kelly. I called him one more time. I said, Mr. Kelly. Because, see, I don't call people by their name. They shouldn't piss like me. I called him Mr. Kelly by his last name. Because, see, what you don't know is they really don't care when you come to them as fans. They treat you like a fan. When you treat them like a fucking human, that's when they abase themselves. I said, Mr. Kelly, I said, let me come rap to you real fast. I was getting ready to walk away, but the Spirit of God impressed on me to turn around. I was scared. Y'all, I was scared. I was scared. Listen to me. Oh, I don't do this. But I'm going to show y'all how powerful. I put this on my daughter's grave. I hope y'all understand how serious this shit is. I was getting ready to walk away. I was told by God, turn around and tell. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to say. I said, Mr. Kelly. He said, yes, ma'am. That's how because I asked him, I said, I know you from Chicago. I say, but I know you're from the country. So he said, I got people from Mississippi. He did tell me he had some folks from Baton Rouge. He said, but yes, ma'am, we are from the country. He kept calling me, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. But when I called him over there, he came to me. He crossed the street and came back to me. And mind you, when R. Kelly was in charge, he didn't have no security. He was with them 3 people that I fucking named. I said to him, I said, God is saying that a storm is coming your way and to be prepared. And to basically start getting your affairs in order. This is what I told him. I prayed with R. Kelly. I said a very short prayer, and that was it. Listen to me. I ain't got no fucking reason to lie. That was it. That was it. It was very short. It wasn't all drawn out. But you see, I'm very well aware of why I'm put in certain places. Because you see, I'm one of those people you come across before the judgment hit. I'm one of the last people that before you cross the threshold of judgment, and it's not that, listen, anybody can be redeemed. Let's not go there. Anybody can be redeemed. Anybody can, as long as they got breath and their body and their bones still work. Anybody can pick up the stick of redemption. See, you may not be able to redeem yourself in the court of public opinion, in the court of the people, because people are fucking fickle. They'll praise you today and then crucify you tomorrow. If they did it to Jesus, they'll do it to you. See, this is why I don't give a fuck about y'all opinion about me. I don't care how y'all feel about me. I'ma always be a hot commodity because y'all always watch me. And now I'm only talking to the people who say they don't like me, but you watch me. But I know what I'm called to do, and I'm going to continue to keep doing this shit. And I'm going to keep being the shofar, the mouth of God, and I'm going to continue to be the gavel. And it's not just me, it's several other chosen ones that are put in certain places. So before you put your mouth on somebody, be very careful. And I ain't just talking for me. I'm talking on people you don't even know is sent to be your judgment. Diddy been had it coming to him. These people get warning signs over and over and over and over again. These people get one. Do you honestly think that these people were going to be able to get away in this lifetime, shedding all that blood they didn't shed? Thank you to everybody who's showing me love. Listen, I even show love to the people who don't love me. Y'all, nobody can vouch and tell y'all they know me. Nobody. There's nobody who can tell you that nobody that's watching me can say they've walked with me. Not as Rafiki Simone, but as Jessica Elaine. Nobody that's watching me right now, that's commenting, has ever walked with me outside of YouTube. So can't nobody tell you, but I can tell you this: the people that have walked with me and did me dirty, they ain't got nothing bad to say, cause I'ma always be a real one. I listen. My parents may not have been the best parents. Like I have never. I'm not. I may not be the best parent, cause we all fuck up. But one thing I'ma do, I'm real. Even if it hurts me, I'm fucking real. Cause see, I just believe in that honor system. See, listen, Ronald, you're right. You're right. Diddy has an avalanche. It's already coming. It's already started. But I want us to understand something. Diddy is the precursor to a bigger avalanche. Jay-Z about to get his fucking just due. It's a lot of other motherfuckers that's about to get their just due. Listen, I told y'all this shit years ago, and I'm gonna say it again. Clive Davis, when he came out with his own autobiography and came out with the fact that he was bisexual, but he leans more now towards men than women after his second marriage failed. Listen, one of the reasons why I believe he came out and said that is because he wouldn't have nobody hanging no shit over him. See, they move different than some of our melanated people. Some of our melanated people, their ego is so high up there, they don't believe that nothing can happen to them. I got all this fame and I got all this power, but watch this. I got money and money talk. So I'm going to be dead. And then that's when all the bones is going to come out. No, you were used. Listen, even Satan is the instrument of God. I don't know who needs to get that into their spirit, but I'm going to say this again. Even Satan, Hasatan, is an instrument of God. Did you understand what I just said? Y'all have to understand that. It's a lot of them ego driven. And listen, all of these fucking Diddy parties and Rock Nation parties, and you keep seeing the same people. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Diddy ain't hanging with nobody who ain't got Diddy is not consistently hanging with people who hands ain't clean or who hands are clean. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? Listen to me. I am not a perfect person. Never will be. Like my boo bear say, nature don't even make perfect lines. So why strive to be perfect? And I was grateful for that revelation. But let me tell y'all this. I know what I said and I know what I see. This is going to end very badly for a lot of people involved. But this is going to be extremely good for people who need the illusions and the deceptions to be shattered as we know it. There are some people who may be under the sound of my voice that is driven with this illusion of celebrityisms. Listen, you may not do this, but there are some people on this earth that do live their life solely based on what celebrities do. Just like you got some people who are very gung-ho on astrology. You got people who read their horoscope every fucking day and they don't, if the horoscope tell them don't leave their house, they call in sick for work. Listen, not everything is going to apply to you. And if it don't apply to you, then don't feel some kind of way about it. Things can only strike a chord with you if it relates to you. You understand? And so with that being said, and I also want to say this sidebar conversation. I said this before and I'm going to say this. I don't know who this is for, but I'm being compelled to say this. You are not, my God, who is this for? You are not attracting abusive people because you are abusive. You have a light. You are going to attract bugs, insects, whether they are moths or butterflies. Listen, you are a light. Light attracts things. I no longer subscribe to the belief that you attract what or who you are. I don't believe that. I don't. No, I don't. In this life, certain people take on certain contracts. Not everything that applies to me is going to apply to you. As it is in heaven, so shall it be in the earth. Listen, I'll use this as a perfect example. The military has a ranking system for a reason. In the spiritual realm, there is a ranking that mimics military. Okay? Which means just this. There's lieutenants, there's soldiers. You have the E1s or whatever they call them. The foot soldiers. Then you have colonels, lieutenants, or whatever else, right? Like there's orders of angels, right? You have cherubim, seraphim, thrones, mights, dominions, powers. You have cherubs. I think I said that. But you have 9 orders. There is a daemon or demonology order as well, where they have rankings. Everywhere you have a rank. In the marine kingdom, there's rankings. In the air kingdom, in the earth kingdom, in the fire kingdom, there are rankings. Listen, there must be order to chaos. So there are rankings. Just like there's spiritual laws, there are physical laws, right? Okay, so what I'm saying is there are certain people that are certain rankings that they have certain things that apply to them that don't apply to you. You have certain things that apply to you that don't apply to the other person. So listen, I'm not saying this for somebody to feel like they're above somebody, because at the end of the day, we are all subject to one true law, which is love. Let's just get that clear right now. All right? This is how an unbalanced ego is born. You get some revelation about who you may be in the spirit, and then all of a sudden your mouth gets reckless. This is why you must check yourself daily. Listen, true people who are balanced in the spirit, they ain't got no reckless fucking mouth. Now, you do have a right to defend yourself, but you're not gonna be walking around here speaking spells on people because they looked at you the wrong way. Check your fucking self. It is easy to be carried away with shit when you learn certain things about you, but then you start learning that there's other people higher than your ass. See, one of the reasons why I can't let that shit affect me is because I got a job to do. I got a job to do. And I honestly, listen, I don't want to be nobody role model. I want to put you in front of the mirror so you can understand that you are your own role fucking model. I'm only here to wake you up and show you that you the shit. I'm only here to wake you up to show you that you the motherfucking truth. Don't honor me, bitch. Honor you. Honor thyself. You want to honor me? Honor you. Don't honor me. Honor you. Because you honor me by honoring you. The way this world is going to get healed is when we start to truly do the work to love ourselves. Everybody want to live in the dark and claim some demon time shit until it's time to do shadow work. Because see, shadow work is what's going to get you right. Shadow work is what's going to make you look at yourself and say, there's some shit I need to shed. There's some shit with me. I got to shed this. Okay, I got to put the ego in balance. Okay, yeah, I'm too big-headed. Let me calm the fuck down. See, everybody wanting to call themselves being on demon time until that shadow work needs to get done. If you want to make a difference, you want to be the shit, start looking at thyself. I ain't here, listen, I'm not here to be glorified. I'm not here to be worshipped. I'm here to awaken the God within you so that you can get that love in your heart and start healing the world one soul at a time. That's really what the fuck it's about. Had my ass would have had the platform of Beyonce, they would have had to take me the fuck up out of here. Because I would have been on some shit like that. They wouldn't have been able to buy me out. But who's to say? In order for me to get to her level, I would have had to play the game she played. So that's the reason why my ass ain't in that motherfucker. But guess what? In the spiritual realm, I'm somebody. And see, that's what matters the most to me. But even in that, I gotta come like this. I gotta keep coming like this. And if you don't like how I talk, don't watch me. You ain't got to be here. Ain't nobody forcing you to click the live button. Ain't nobody telling you to subscribe. Don't be a hoe like your mammy. Unsubscribe and go somewhere else. Go where your soul is going to be fed. If you want destruction, chaos, and drama and gossip, go where the destruction, the chaos, and the drama is. I'm not going to give it to you here. Go somewhere else. I may not be your cup of tea, but I'm somebody's cup of coffee, and that's okay. I'm very clear and aware that I'm not gonna reign with everybody, and that's okay. I'm not here to please everybody. 4 years ago, I thought I was here to please everybody, but thank God for great awakening. Thank God for the things that I had to go through to shed that energy, because I don't give a fuck. Your likes and your opinion about me will not pay my fucking bills. And these people, these trolls and these bots, these majority of these people that's trolling me is soulless, honey. They ain't got no soul. They have no direction in their life. That's why they coming over here. If I didn't have no light, I wouldn't be having no fucking trolls. This is why it's not bothering me like it used to 3 years ago. Sometimes I like trolling their ass back when I feel like being petty. I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra Virgo. I like being petty sometimes. I ain't gonna fucking lie. I got a dark side too, shit. But guess what? At the end of the day, that's all fun for me. That's all fun for me, because this shit can't bother me. It can't. It can't bother me. Nicole, I'm glad that you're still here with us. Just like April Shower said. And I just want y'all to understand. And look, like I said before, my spirit is so genuine with this love walk, y'all. I've had trolls come in here before, and we converted their ass into stand. So I'm not even mad. I'm not even worried. You know what I'm saying? I'm just grateful and thankful to be able to have this platform as long as I did. Because if I was fake and phony, this shit would have been taken from me a long time ago. I was tried in the fire to see if I was who I said I was, and I am that I am. So I'm not even mad. I'm not even upset. I'm just grateful that I'm still here. I'm grateful that I'm still here for my children. I'm grateful that I'm still here for myself. I'm glad that I'm able to have the ability to put myself first. I didn't know that I could put myself first. Church, being raised in the church taught me that I was supposed to abandon myself for all others. That was never right. I'm glad that I'm reclaiming myself. And I'm just here to help y'all learn the same. Listen, y'all gotta see my fuck ups. How y'all gonna learn in real time? Who else is out there showing y'all they fuck ups? Name me one other person. And if they are showing you they fuck ups, congratulations to them, and congratulations to you. You finding real ones on this earth. I'm not saying I'm the only real one. But listen, in order for y'all to see that it's okay to not be perfect, it's okay to make mistakes. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I was wrong. Let me correct myself. You know, y'all got to hear that. Y'all been seeing perfection since we've been alive. This whole industry has painted an illusion of perfection. When you got people getting paid to shut the fuck up and not speak on somebody's imperfection, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? You influence people by showing them what they need to see. Some of these people, listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Listen to me. Look how deep this is. The United States government do not believe the American people can handle a full out disclosure of extraterrestrial activities. So instead of them following suit like the other countries did in disclosing all information to their citizens, they still want us to speculate. These people think that you can't fucking handle truth. And you know what? I think they're right. And I'm going to tell you why. If they had to hide celebrity news the way they've been hiding it over all of these decades, and y'all can hardly handle this shit, what else can't y'all not handle? Y'all, we are breaking out of the construct of illusions and deception. We got a lunar eclipse tonight. This is the master number night. This is the 25th day of March. This is the day, today is number 7. Today is the day of the moon. A lunar eclipse falling on Moon Day, Monday, Lundy. We ain't got no choice but to see kings and kingdoms fall. We ain't got no choice but to see people be rendered powerless and harmless. We ain't got no choice but to see it. But as we are seeing it, y'all, we gotta start asking ourselves, where do our priorities lie? Where do our priorities lie on a daily basis concerning ourselves and our families? These people, listen, these people did so much damage to us. We are still talking about how black men are being pent against black women and how black women are being pent against black men. Aren't y'all fucking tired of this narrative? Ain't y'all tired of these podcasts popping up every day talking about the same fucking shit? They're trying to keep us to fight each other, afraid of the family dynamic getting back on a. I'm telling you, listen, you have no idea how powerful what's getting ready to come up next, how powerful this shit is about to be. We were born, everybody under the sound of my voice was born under the age of Pisces, which means you were born under illusion energy. You were born under deception energy. Hollywood was named Hollywood after the Druid priests and the Celtic. The people would take certain trees and make wines out of them. Holly was a tree that they used to cast illusions and deception, thus naming Hollywood Hollywood, because they was using that particular place, Tinseltown, to create illusions and deceptions over the whole world. This is why they use the illusion of television. This is why they use the illusion of television to tell lies to your vision. So because we're no longer there, and we are in the age of Aquarius, and we're under Uranus energy, aka Tower card energy, and everything has to be revealed. Watch this. You know why everything has to be revealed? You know why everything has to be revealed? I'll tell you why. Because we are getting ready. Watch this. Where we are approaching a time where no one will be with excuses. We all are going to know the truth as it is, and then we are going to have to make a conscious decision on what side we're going to be falling on. And then that's going to solidify the rest of your life. Saturn is ruling 2024, the year of karmic justice, the year of karma, the year of revelations. And listen, this is also a year of wealth. Don't get it twisted. Jupiter is not the only planet that you can use to create wealth. Saturn is a master teacher planet. You may not like the way you got to go about creating wealth, but it will last you because it's a long-term planet. Jupiter gives you money, but it's short-term. It's expansive and it's quick, but it's short-term. Saturn is an energy of discipline. This is why all this shit is coming out. We're under the year of the wood dragon. Wood dragon. Wood dragon. We're under the year of the wood dragon, but the true element is fire. This year, for the next 5 years, the element of fire is going to be supreme. And whatever is truthful is going to come out as pure gold. It's going to be tried in the fire and it's going to come out. Whatever is not meant to stand, it's going to be burnt up, honey. It's going to be burnt up. That's in your life, in my life, in the lives of all these celebrities. So listen, Linda. I want you to watch very closely. Because this P. Diddy shit ain't just happening to P. Diddy. It's happening to some people that's around you too. It's happening on large scales and it's happening on smaller scales. We all had to go under judgment. It is all this, and you know what, Clean? It's past election year at this point. What's happening now ain't got shit to do with the powers that used to be and still want to be in power. This is divine intervention. Say what you want. This is divine intervention. Whether we want to believe it or not, unseen forces that got the people's heart in mind is making themselves known. And if you ever question if there's any kind of God, you shouldn't be questioning right now. You should not. Yes, God is it within you. But guess what? Listen to me. Oh. There is no way that these people got all this blood on their hands and you think the innocent blood that's crying out from the ground asking to be avenged was going to come unnoticed. It was written in the book of Revelations that their cries was going to be heard. The old kingdom is falling, which means everybody who worked for the old kingdom got to go too. The devil has fired all of these people and they thought they still had a job. This is why they thought they could walk away unscathed. And look, it's not just Diddy. They going of course they might be using this Diddy shit to cover up some other stuff. Oh, pay attention to Diddy, so they can forget that this Kate Middleton video is AI, allegedly. What y'all don't? We need to stop giving. We need to stop giving. We need to stop giving the enemy so much fucking credit. This is God's work. This is God's work. I had already posted about the Kate Middleton before anybody had sent me an email. I seen it. It was posted for 45 seconds and it was a ping, Google News on my phone. And I hurry up and I posted on the community board. And then all of a sudden I started getting these emails about this, Kate Middleton cancer. So I just put it on there as a conversation piece. It's just been released. Kate Middleton video about her having cancer. Listen, all of this, I'm trying to tell you, the old regime is gone. The old regime is gone. There is no more royal family for Queensland, and all the old regime is gone. When the Chamberlain snapped that wand over Queen Elizabeth's casket, the spell as we knew it was officially fucking broken. That's it. She got to call that shit to wherever else she at. It's got to go with her beyond the grave. And it's going to be real hard for them to cast a new illusion over us. It's real hard because people's waking up. A lot of us on the inside have already chosen truth. And truth is stranger than fiction. It is time for us. It is. And whether that was AI or not, it don't fucking matter. The old regime is gone. Like I said, what the fuck I said. It don't matter if it is a real video or not. It don't matter. At this point, it don't matter. It don't matter if that Kate Middleton video was real or if it was AI. The old regime is fucking gone. It's gone. Listen, I'm not for everybody. If me saying cuss words and I'm not cursing, I'm cussing. There's a difference. I'm not cursing. If I was cursing, all y'all would be cursed. Are you cursed? No. And if you are, damn sure ain't come from me. And if you don't like my mouth, go watch somebody else. You don't have to make your presence known. No one gives a fuck about you, ant, roach. Okay? No one cares. Keep it moving. I'm going to keep cussing all the fuck I want. You ain't going to stop me and then nobody else going to stop me. I'm going to stop when I want to stop. Yeah, all that king and queen shit is old. It is old. And it's old because the true kings and queens is the ones walking. They stole that shit from Judah. But even that still surface. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. The best thing I can tell y'all is when we get revelations, don't camp out at that revelation. Keep walking. You got other revelations to be known, to be had. Right? So you find out, so-called black people, aka melanated people, are of the 12 tribes. Okay, so we just gonna stop there. We're not gonna expand our knowledge there. Okay, so you found out that Moors, we could be Moors. Okay, so are Are we going to keep going, or are we just going to camp out here? This is how religions get created. They get some kind of revelational knowledge, and then they stop. And then they make this whole movement about this one revelation. And then people, over time, as the founder dies, somebody else takes it up and adds some shit to it. This is how religions are built. Listen, take the knowledge, apply it, create wisdom, and keep it the fuck moving. Keep it moving. So what? We Judah. Yes, we are Judah. Next. What else? Yes, we are prisoners of war in our own country. So what? Yes, next. Yes, that was a lie. We didn't come from Africa. What else? Next. You got to keep moving. Keep moving. Keep progressing. They want you to stop. We was all over this motherfucker. You know, Easter Island, the Easter Island head statues, Maori Island. Yep, you heard about what happened in Maori Island? They went over there and torched them fucking stones. Preferably messing with their noses. Because they still don't want people to see that we was all around the world. Yeah. We've been here. We get it. Next. What else? What else? Bro, what else? All of these truths are coming out. But what else? Let's continue to keep pressing onward. Let's not just listen. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't stop at this. It's important that you understand what's happening with Diddy. It is. All of this music, all of this shit that they spewed at us since we were born, when we were younger, all of this, listen to me. If I told you how many people in the industry were on the payroll of the CIA and the FBI, you would not believe me. You hear me? If you knew how many people in that industry was paid agents to work with the feds, to be CIA agents, and listen to me, it's not just to be a rat or not. Now when I say rat, because you have to be involved in order for you to be a snitch, you have to be involved in the crime and then be given the ability to have a lesser sentence when you get caught. That's what a true snitch is. But some of these people infiltrate to get information on other celebrities. However, there are people who are in the industry, not just music, but there are people that are in the industry who they're agents in the sense of the spiritual realm. Their power, they have a power that has awakened, and they are used as case studies, and they're used through the talents that they have. Okay. So there is remember I told y'all this before, I'm gonna say it again. If you've ever seen that movie Bright, you know what I'm saying. There's a movie called Bright with Will Smith. And in that movie, there's a federal agency that is geared solely to the spiritual realm and magic. That agency actually exists. Okay? To my knowledge, and I could be wrong, to my knowledge, one of the common agencies that we know is called the Majestic. Now, the reason why I said the Majestic is because they have different numbers that shows what they deal with. For example, I think you've heard of the Majestic 12. The Majestic 12, I think, dealt with the royal family and some other shit. They also have the Majestic 13. They have the Majestic 6. And then they also have certain other things that we have not heard of before. But it's stuff like that where they're placed. They're placed just to deal with the spiritual energies and magic. Okay? Listen, if y'all don't believe me, y'all don't have to. If the CIA is releasing paperwork on manifestations and how to manifest and how to use and certain techniques that they have used that has been proven true and that they have studied it, if they've released that in its public knowledge and you can actually go on the CIA website and download listen, don't believe me. Search it. Search for yourself. Yes, there's search engines that will give you false information, but you don't have to listen to me. You shouldn't be on my channel commenting. If you don't want to listen to me, don't listen to me. I'm telling you. I don't need for you to follow me. I don't need for you to don't even fucking subscribe. Nigga, don't subscribe to my channel. Do not press go. Do not collect $200. Don't do none of that shit. But you go and do research for yourself. I'm not gonna die if you don't subscribe to me. That shit don't rock my world and it don't rule me. It don't run me. It's fine. There's gonna be a lot more coming out. Okay? There's gonna be a lot more of things coming out. Listen, we got an ex-president and a president that is on trial right now. They didn't found out Biden was allegedly hiding shit at his house, even when Big Ears was in office. And some of y'all voted for him because he was black. I knew that shit was a power play. When I made sure I said I wasn't voting. I told my family, they looked at me like I was crazy, my mama's side. Girl, you just said, no, I ain't gonna vote. I told them what was coming down the pipe when Big Ears got in office. And it happened. It happened. And the reason why they keep pushing this gay shit is not for them to have rights. They're using people in the LGBT community to stop reproduction. See, they'll give you something and tell you that they on your side when really, they really trying to hurt you. I'm not talking against the LGBT community, but I'm grateful and thankful that the real LGBT people who with me on this channel, they've been rocking with me for years. They know why I say what I said. They don't want, listen, the Georgia Guidestones, they already told you what the agenda is. Listen, in order for them to successfully play this chess game, they got to tell you what they're going to do before they try to do it. Because that's the rules. That's the rules. They have to tell you. So the Georgia Guidestones say, we want the population to go down to so many million. If it's 6 billion or more people on this planet, do you know how many billions they got to kill off in order to get it down to that number? They already told you at the Georgia Guidestones that that's what they wanted. So how do we get the masses to stop reproducing? We put shit in the food. We put shit in the water to fuck with their ovaries. We put shit in the food and the water to fuck with their sperm count. We put shit in the food and the water, watch this, to change the molecular structure to cause people to be gay. If you don't believe what I'm saying, there was a scientist that already proven what I'm not saying nothing that was not proven to be true. There was a scientist that used frogs as a science experiment to see if this shit was true. And when they did the experiment, they found these frogs was turning to the same sex because of the chemicals that were in what they was feeding them. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? This has been warfare on us for eons. And all you could talk about is you want your rights because you LGBT. Baby, they're using you as a plot in a playbook. They're using you as a pawn on a play scheme. And all you can think about is LGBT rights. You're being selfish. You're being selfish if you can't see. And listen, a lot of my LGBT babies that follow me, they know what time it is. I don't have to explain that shit to them. Now all of a sudden when you speak the truth, you're supposed to be transphobic and homophobic and all of these fucking phobics. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. They're using any kind of way to depopulate the masses. And we still fighting about a fucking opinion? Come on, y'all. It's bigger fish to fry out here. It's bigger fish to fry. My prayer is that everybody who is, I'm going to just be real with y'all. I'm going to be real. Everybody who is going to be a detriment I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it. Hold on. I think I hit the wrong person. Hold on. Right, Jennifer. Yeah. Yeah. They using real listen, they using the real LGBT people. They trying to use people who genuinely just want to be left alone and live their fucking life to as a means to bring about some secret agenda that they got. And the real LGBT people who understands this shit understands that they were already being used. Listen, they were being used, their cries to be recognized as humans in society. Their cries was being used as a means to push pedophilia. And I'll never will forget when I watched this video of this white lesbian lady saying that if I knew for fighting for gay and lesbian rights would cause them to hide the agenda of pedophilia behind us, I would have never voted for these laws to be passed. The woman was crying when she said it. This is why I say don't write people off just because they with the same sex. You got to know people's heart. Get to know people for who they are, no matter what creed, religion, background they from. Listen, not everybody that claims to be Christian is ugly or mean or evil. Not everybody who walks a left-handed path, spiritual path is evil or mean. You gotta vet them for their heart. Their heart is gonna tell you who they really are. Don't just write people off. Some people know. Some people know what time it is. Some people know what time it is. You don't have to address this. But I do want to say I love your hair. Sending you light and love. Thank you, beloved. Many are called, but few are chosen. With ish hit the fans. Just make sure you're on the right side. Malcolm, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't give a fuck who you love. I don't care what you know, I don't care. Long as you're on the right side of this shit. And listen. To me, the right side is justice and love and peace and vindication. But some people took that contract to be the villain in this lifetime. You gotta understand that. That's why I say this is a bigger thing at hand here. And with all things that make live, if it's making CNN and Fox News and it's live, it is big. You know what I'm saying? There is gonna be a surviving P. Diddy. And his shit is gonna make R. Kelly's thing look like fucking child's play. But guess what? There's somebody that's there is one person's story in particular that's gonna make P. Diddy shit look like Great America or SeaWorld. And that one person is gonna fall too. Cause you see, let me tell you something. We may know of Diddy's alleged victims that was taken out of here. But there is one person who got a really long body count. And this person they have no choice but to be doomed in this lifetime. Okay? Um I'm going to say this. You better choose this day who you going to serve. The people that are falling before you served a God named Mammon. This particular daemon, a high-ranking chief spirit, is the energy that recognizes the greed for money in people. The word love, when the scripture says the love of money is the root of all evil, that word love was interpreted incorrectly. That is not an agape. Agape is unconditional. That specific word should have been greed. Okay? For the greed of money is the root of all evil. You got a lot of people that you are seeing fall operate with the spirit of mammon. Let me tell you this. Everything is not about owning your own business. Everything is not about, this is going to sound, somebody going to say, girl, you fucking crazy, da da da. Everything is not about having a perfect credit score. Everything is not about having your own trust fund. Everything is not about having, listen to me. Some of us, it's going to come a time where we're going to have to get off of social media, period. Because you are feeling, listen, whether you want to believe it or not, you are indirectly feeling the pressures to be something in somebody so you can show somebody else you did this, so you can show somebody else you did that. And it's driving you in the ground. It's driving you crazy. You can't get sleep. You're tossing and turning because you're trying to figure out, how is it I can make more money? You already got 4 streams of income. You're thinking about the 5th one. Calm your spirit down. The energy of wanting to be something and somebody and accomplishing is driving everybody. It's driving everybody to an untimely grave. Reset. It is okay to rest. It is okay to get off the hamster wheel. It is okay. Reset your life. You don't have to gain all this shit to be somebody in somebody else's eyes. Who do you look like to you? That's what matters. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, if you have not read the Celestial Prophecy, the Celestine Prophecy, read it. There's a part toward the end of that book where it says that technology is going to have to take over in order for people to get rest. I remember reading that part of the book and I got angry because I said to myself, these people is going to try to make AI replace us. Where's that going to leave us? The fear of the totalitarian, I know I'm saying it wrong, 1984 George Orwell energy was coming upon me. I will never forget that. I had to fight past that fear. Listen to me. These people can only do, at this point right now in 2024, these people can only do what we let them. If these people replace us with AI and bills keep coming in and they ain't replace these bills with peace, they can only get away with what the fuck we let them do. At this point in time, it's either revolt, rebel, or just sit back and let it be done to you. I am not going to stress myself out to keep up with somebody I don't fucking know. I am not going to stress myself out to keep up with the Joneses when the Joneses don't even own what the fuck they showing you. You remember years ago, they taught us that stealth advertisement was real. Y'all remember that shit? Stealth advertisement was fucking real. Listen, I think it was in the 1960s they started it. There was a case study in the 1960s going far into the 80s and 90s. There used to be people who were they call them stealth families. They were hired to live in certain areas, preferably suburban areas, and they were hired to live this certain lifestyle. They were given things so that they can be walking advertisements for things. Come to find out, these people didn't even own the shit that the car that they drove, the house that they was in, the shit that they was wearing. When they would go golfing with the people they was trying to be friends with in the area, they was wearing this Nike shit. All of this stuff didn't even belong to them. They made a movie called The Joneses, which they said wasn't based on a true story, but the shit was based on a fucking true story. They still doing it right now. Totalitarian, thank you. Sammy, we already there. Listen, in order for you to go into this new era, you got to be led by the Spirit. The letter killeth, but the Spirit is the Spirit that bring life. The letter killeth. The Spirit, only the Spirit can activate. See, what I'm saying is this. See, somebody can listen. Somebody can tell you something that's a revelation to you and you need to hear it. But because of the spirit that they in, it won't activate. But let me tell you something. Let God send the person, the messenger that needs to be said to you. Now watch this. Watch this. And I'm gonna say something about that word messenger. Let God send the right person to say the right thing in the right spirit. It will activate your life. Now watch this. All of these people who want to be angels, angels, earth angels, earth angels. What if I just told you just reduced to a mere messenger? The word angel, malach or malachah, means messenger, right? So to be classified as an angel, what if I said it ain't about wings? What if it ain't about wings? Huh? What if it ain't about the fact that you didn't come from no fucking order? What if you just classified as an angel just because you're a messenger? Would you like that title now? Since you're into titles? See, I gotta snatch everything back because I gotta give it to you real and raw and what it is. Yes, Cash. People have to turn against celebrity culture. People have to turn against celebrity culture. You know why they have to? Because now these people need to be given an account of their influence. Listen. When you got people going to the White House and taking pictures with presidents so that they can oh, your favorite artist was at the White House. Won't you vote for this person? They've been doing this shit for eons. They've been doing this shit for years. Hmm? Why Etta James couldn't sing her song at the inauguration? Why they had to get Beyonce to sing it? Hmm? Why? Etta James was still alive. And then Dancing with the Stars turned around and paid Etta James homage. And she sang that song, honey. See, it's all a plot and a ploy for things. Why ain't nobody talking about Beyonce putting Obama in your fucking face? Everybody talking about sexy, not sexy red. Everybody talking about Glorilla at the White House. Why y'all ain't talking about? See, because guess what? These people got to give an account. They got to give an account of them taking money and siding with these fucked up ass politicians to persuade you to get to vote for them. But again, remember, ain't nobody pressuring you. Ain't nobody forcing you to do anything. So at the end of the day, we all got choices. We all got choices. Somebody can put a gun to your head and say, give me all your money. But guess what? You still have a choice to either give that money up or not. Now, are you going to be smart and possibly give your wallet or your purse to save your life? Sure. There's nothing wrong with that. But you still have a choice. You still have a choice. The weapon can form. It don't have to prosper. And look, I'm at a place right now. I don't give a fuck how many weapons prosper. If they prospering, they're going to be formed to be used to my prosperity. All weapons formed against me and mine is going to prosper us. All fucking weapons. I ain't even saying no weapon formed against me shall prosper no more. Form them, bitch. If you're this stupid in this part of my life to form a weapon against me, it's going to prosper me. Help me get to my destiny faster, please. Help me get to my millions faster, because I know what I want to do with my money. It's a lot of homelessness around this bitch where I'm at, where I want to change some shit. It's some widows I'm trying to help. It's some elderly folks I want to help. It's some orphans in this bitch I'm trying to help. I ain't coming back to this motherfucker no more. I'm leaving a legacy. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about me. I'm gonna make sure. If they talk about me, it's go. Oh yeah, because I did right. You understand? Some of us ain't money driven. Slavery is a choice. It's still a choice to this day. And when I broke that shit down, when Kanye said that, then people understood it. See, because he is a Gemini, he didn't word it the way I worded it. But he didn't give a fuck. He said what he said. And the whole Harriet Tubman comment had everybody up in arms, but he wasn't lying. It was the truth. All she did was filter them to a different type of slavery. They went from picking cotton and doing shit for free and getting their ass whooped to being industrialized in the North. They didn't lie. He did not fucking lie. That was the only reason why the North and the South fought each other, because the North could not capitalize on the 100% free labor that the South was capitalizing on. That was the only reason why that Emancipation of Proclamation was even passed. The North said, okay, you niggas don't want us to get in on this money. We're going to set these motherfuckers free. And let's see how far you get. That was all. That's all that was. It wasn't about, oh, we care about these humans. They still were saying we wasn't human. Are you crazy? They wasn't trying to help us. They was trying to dethrone the South's money. See, that's what it boils down to. Money. Power. How do you get power? Money. How did Jeffrey Epstein get so fucking powerful? Money. You know why he's no longer here with us to tell his story? You know why? Because he had so many people's strings to pull. Because he had so much evidence on people. He had no choice. They had no choice but to unalive him, so they felt. So they unalived this man. Because you know that's how he built the bulk of his money? Strong arming motherfuckers. Did you know that? It came out that one of his money sources was the fact that he was blackmailing people. That's how he was gaining some of his money. And what does money equal you in that arena, in that realm where he was playing those games in? Power. So you see, what we are seeing in real time is the spirit known as Mammon itself is being dethroned. And if the greed of money is being dethroned, those who worshiped it has to go down with it. Because at the end of the day, all these motherfuckers tell you in their videos and in their music is that they like money. They love it. They love it so much they'll kill for it, and they have. They'll love it. They love it so much they'll do dirty shit for it, and they have. So I don't know what else to tell y'all. But we're seeing in real time, this is bigger than Diddy. We're seeing a spirit that was in a position of power over the realm as we know it as Irit, aka Earth, being dethroned. The 7 deadly sins is each a spiritual lieutenant. Greed is being dethroned. Listen, have you ever seen the Dark Crystal? Go watch that movie, The Dark Crystal. If you've never seen it should be free on YouTube. The Dark Crystal, the movie, not the series, the movie. You go watch that and you tell me what that ending looked like. You tell me who the villains were in the beginning and then what they turned into at the end. When they say we all won, I'm trying to tell you right now, this shit has to be dethroned. It has to. And we have to see it in real time. Because these are the magic wands and the spirits and the incantations that they used on us. Because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, we all had a part to play of making these people famous and rich. All of us. We all consumed their music. We consumed their shit. We consumed their clothes. We consumed the shoes that they launched. We consumed whatever they... Listen, even if you are unplugged now, when you were asleep in your Matrix days, you had a part to play in it. I had a part to play in it. But we're woke, we're awakened now. And now we can make better decisions. That's why I say, repeat after me. Repeat after me. I call my power back from every time, space, realm, dimensions, reality, timelines. Clear, clean, and free. Full of love. And I give back every energy that no longer belongs to me back to the sender. I claim my energy free and clear from any negative energies that can block or hinder my journey from this day forward. That's how you do that. You got to give these people their energy back. Because we all consume their shit. You didn't have to be a P. Diddy lover. You probably listened to some Jay-Z and Beyonce shit. You didn't have to listen to them. You probably listened to some Lil Kim shit. You ain't got to listen to them. You probably listen to something else. And something else, and something else, and something else, and something else. You probably didn't wear no Sean John jeans, but your ass was walking in the house of Darion. Okay? All of this stuff got signature on it. You don't believe me? Why would Lil Nas X put human blood in the shoes that he released? If this shit didn't mean nothing, why are they doing this type of stuff? Yeah, I just, you know, some of this shit is in our face, and we don't want to believe it because it seems too far fetched. But this stuff is in our face, folks. This stuff is in our face, and whether we want to believe it or not, whether we want to receive it or not, this is the truth. And the saddest part about it is that his kids, Diddy's kids, is Sean Combs's kids, is in handcuffs because of the decisions that he made. And you have to realize something. And I'm not trying to make these kids look innocent, because they are kids. I don't give a fuck if they are grown. His kids is used to seeing his father in a position of power that makes everybody else look small. They don't know what it looks like to not strong arm somebody. They don't know what it looks like to not blackmail somebody. They don't know what it looks like to just let people be. They don't know what it looks like to allow people to have their own decisions. They were raised by someone who they are used to seeing strong arm themselves into people's lives. Okay? So these kids thought this shit was normal. And then to add insult to injury, they can look at the track record. Well, I know my dad is responsible for this and that. So if he ain't get caught for being responsible for this and that, then he must really do got people in his pockets. Why they wait until Pac got to Vegas to put that hit out on him? Cause Las Vegas is a payoff city. You can pay motherfuckers to be quiet. You can pay the police to be quiet. You can pay the ambulance, the first responders to be quiet. And that's what happened. How did these high profile cases go with cold cases and don't nobody know what the fuck happened? But everybody and their mama was around them when it happened. Everybody got Tupac's story. Come on now. You think I am a hypocrite? Hey, that's fine. Watch me. That's what I want. I want you to watch me. I am the main one talking about celebrities, and I'm going to keep talking about them. Yeah. Because they help forward the detriment of a race of people. We got a whole, what they call that? We got a whole era of people who have built their lives on the shit these people have been saying. My kids generation is affected by this shit. My generation, me, is affected by this shit. And I'm going to keep fucking talking. Class act. I ain't scared of none of you niggas. Keep watching. Please and thank you. Thank you for your watch. I'm grateful. Keep giving me them fucking views. Find this essay written by Nicole Terry called 30 Little Known Facts About America. It's an eye-opener. She also cites her sources. All right, y'all. We got some homework. Essay written by Nicole Terry called 30 Little Known Facts About America. I want to remember that. You got to come harder than that, nigga. Talking about we are watching. You are the main one talking about celebrities. You speak as you do not expect the expected. I do expect it. That's why I said it. And what I say comes to pass. I expected for these niggas to be taken down. And that's exactly what's happening. How am I a hypocrite? Some people just want you to give your energy to them. These people are crazy. But his kids are just as sick as he is, and that's sad. Virtuous woman, I hear what you're saying. And that's why I was bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? Kids, you know what dawned on me? Some people can honestly grow up thinking something is right and it not be that. For example, let's say a kid grows up in a kleptomania family, a kleptomaniac family. And they don't know that stealing is wrong, but that's all they seen, that's all they know. But so let's say, for example, they send this child in to the store to steal. And let's say the people never stop the kid, even though they see the kid stealing and the kid just walk out. When that kid gets older and eventually of the age that they have to give an account to what they've done, when that kid gets caught, and let's say for they don't have the mentality to register that this is illegal, right? Because to them this is religion in a house. This is what we're seeing. And I honestly believe this. I'm not trying to make it seem, I'm not trying to lessen the blow on his boys, the kids that just got arrested. But what I'm saying is, approach this thing not with grace. Approach it with the care of looking at it that way. That these kids were groomed to be him. Okay? And I'm not saying these kids didn't know right from wrong in its entirety. But y'all have to understand, some kids may never know struggle because they were born in wealth. It's like the same thing. You can't expect for someone to really truly understand the plight of someone who's poor, who's from the hood, when they was born with money. They was born around money, and then they end up growing up and getting way more money than their parents, and their legacy is just wealth, wealth, wealth. They hear you, but they don't understand it from a place of living in it. So we really don't know the processing mindset of those two boys. And I'm calling them boys because they're younger than me. Them is babies in my eyes. But if they guilty, they guilty, and they gotta suffer the consequences just like their daddy. Okay? Yeah, crimes against humanity. We are finally escaping the debt slave plantation where all serfs are slaves regardless of coloring. Joshua, I wish I could pin this comment. Can I? Just for a moment. I'm gonna pin that. If something else come along, I'll pin that too. Joshua said, we are finally escaping the debt slave plantation where all serfs are slaves, regardless of color, race, and creed. Listen, you said it better than I can put it into words. That's exactly what's happening. We're all getting free. And there's different people from different color and creeds and backgrounds that's got to fall for it to happen. It ain't just Diddy. It ain't just our people. Roman Polanski is finally, justice is being served on that little girl behalf from a 1973 RAPE. Could you imagine? It's 2024. This nigga been free since 1973, and he just now going to trial. What's old boy name? The one from Nickelodeon. He about to get it too. It just so happened they put us, up there for the whole world to see. CIA infiltration, they knew music, especially spoken word, was powerful. Yeah, because music is a frequency you can't stop from entering your body. That's why what is sad that Diddy's children would suffer because of his wrongdoings. Yes, but you know what's even sadder is I'm pretty sure, they had warnings as well. Um, and evil can feel good until you caught. You ain't sorry. You ain't sorry because you did wrong. You sorry because you got caught. Yeah, you're right. Like how a child grows up in dysfunction and thinks it's normal until they learn otherwise. Hey, Dita, it's okay. Them notifications, we get it. Benita says, I'm trying to figure out Putin's angle with telling mainstream Jesus was black, seeing that the Madonna there was always black. Like, what's up? Well, because the final countdown is for the originals. We are the 51st vote. We are the 51st vote. I used to say this years ago. It started with us. It got to end with us. So this is why we are so powerful. This is why the whole world emulates us. Yeah, because we're the 51st vote, which means we are the tiebreaker. I listen. I wouldn't be surprised, and I hopefully this won't happen. But I'll just say this: I hope it won't happen. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a world battles to break out, world WARS to break out, that people would be trying to fight for who melanated people will side with. It's a lot that's coming down the pipe. And I'm not saying this as a means to be racist or anything. It's just, Russia is showing its hand right now. It's a reason why now all of a sudden you choose to say, Black Jesus, Black Madonna. It's a reason. Y'all kept this hidden all this time. Y'all didn't say nothing all this time. People who would go and visit would come back and tell us these things, but all of a sudden now you're saying something now. There's reasons why, trust me. Because there is some shit that's coming down the pipe. There really is. There is some stuff that's coming down the pipe. Let me see. Oh, virtuous woman is coming. Listen. Kathy White's demise was shadowed by Beyonce revealing that she was pregnant. Why, listen, and I'll say this. I'll say this for the sake of looking like I'll say this for the sake of being human. In my humble opinion, I think that Claudia Jordan is silent, because at one time I think she was speaking out, and then all of a sudden she got quiet, and or maybe she stopped talking about it. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. They seemed very close. That may have been one of her best friends, and money and power can scare people. I think that they could have possibly pulled what they did on. I think that they did the same thing to Claudia Jordan that they did to Kimora Lee Simmons. I could be wrong, and that's okay if I'm wrong. So what? I'm not pulling cards on this shit. It's just I'm saying it's my opinion. Let me see. Yeah, there will be wars and rumors of wars. Yeah, it's stuff. It's stuff. It's stuff. It is things happening. Um, it is things happening. And it's not just and yeah, it is about the people who lost their lives over people having a high, they hand. you know Listen, you in bed with one of these people, you learn their secrets, because they know that when they let you into their world, they can't hide their personal world, because these people want to live free. They want to be free. They want to be able to do their shit in front of you and you not say nothing. So they will put you in a compromising position. They ain't got time to be hiding their fucking hand. They feel like I done made all this money, I done made all this shaking and moving in the world, and I'm gonna act scary and quiet around you. Nah, you in my world. You gonna abide by my fucking rules. These people are very egotistical like that. So, those of you who want to be associated with these fucking celebrities, you gotta understand, you gotta pay to play. You have to pay to play. And if you ain't playing by these motherfuckers' rules, you better get out before you get sucked in. Because some of these people don't play good. They don't play fair, and they damn sure don't play nice. And out the gate, some of these people will put you in compromising positions just so to make sure you don't open up your mouth. And once they got you in the initial phase, they keep sucking you in. You know? So I'm all that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot that's happening. It's a lot going on, and it's a lot that's about to be shaking and moving in real time. And if this should if it wasn't this important, it wouldn't make a difference. But this stuff makes a difference. Trust me. We don't see what's all happening in the spiritual realm or what has already happened in the spiritual realm. But listen, a lot of judgment, a lot of guilty verdicts went on in the spiritual realm before we even seen it coming through the pipe in the physical. Trust me. A lot of these people was already rendered guilty before they even guilty in this three-dimensional realm. They have no choice but to fall. And I'm glad. I'm glad. In D from the D, you say Kimura sure has been quiet and Diddy first. Justine is quiet, and there is Puff's mom. Listen, let me tell y'all something. As a Libra, I can see both. I can see both ends of the spectrum. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Y'all gonna have to. Y'all, it would. Not everybody needs to be crucified and burned at the stake. Some of these people felt like they couldn't talk because they didn't want to lose their life. Yes, we all have a choice. But let me just say this. I don't think Kimura Lee Simmons was, if you had kids and they small kids and you don't know what would happen to your children if you were to leave here, you would probably be afraid too. And so there's parts of me that understands why some of these women and some of these men were quiet. Even if, watch this, even if they didn't participate in any of the dirt. But a lot of these people are quiet because they participated in dirt. The ones that you hear talking, most likely, I'm not going to say is innocent, but most likely can't nobody come and say, we got this on you. Because these motherfuckers wouldn't be talking if they had dirt on them. Well, and then we got the brother who is the young producer brother who is currently suing Diddy. And in his statement, allegedly he said that, and I'm saying allegedly, he said that Diddy said to him allegedly that I will kill my own mama to get what I want. So what makes you think I won't come at you like that? Listen, I have a right to my opinion. I believe that. I believe he said some shit like that. But see, I have to say alleged because I wasn't there. But I believe that young man. I do. But y'all, at the end of the day, it all boils down to this: the hard drive from Kim Porter's house that was missing will be found. Probably has already been found. Stuff has already been recovered. And let me just say this: I'm pretty sure that some form of government already had their hands on Kim Porter stuff. I knew when that Avant man passed away that there was going to be something that was going to come down the pipe. When his wife got unalived during a home robbery, I had my spidey senses was tingling in. But now that he's passed away, everybody surrounding this Kim Porter case energy is like slowly but surely being ripped. And now we're going to see why. The fact that you kept coming behind people who may have had the ability to expose you, the more you took people out of here, the more it kept pushing for you to be exposed. And now that you're exposed, you got to pay the fucking piper. You played, so you got to pay. I thought Foxy Brown had already said something, but D from the D, I thought she did, but who am I? You said there was another woman who was besties with Kim Porter, and who was KLS? Dita, who mysteriously passed away. Dana, she did say she was concerned about her children. She did. She said she was. I remember that. I remember when I did that reading on Kim Porter, and she kept saying she was concerned about her babies. I do remember that. Yeah, Dita. I do believe that. Targeted. I didn't know virtuous woman. Oh, Kamora Lee Simmons. I'm sorry. Call me a little slow. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize KLS was Kamora Lee Simmons. Child, what? You should know how many celebrities is running together right now trying to grab their spiritual allies, honey. You done locked up the spiritual realm with all that lying you done did, lying to all of them spirits, employing them spirits to hurt innocent people and all that. Ain't nothing gonna help you. You gotta fall. This is your time. You have to fall. Who was Kamora's bridesmaid? Yeah, the princess. I remember something about that. The author of Bling, the book allegedly was about Diddy, and she was mysteriously unalived. Dita, can you email me that? Do you mind emailing me that? I don't. Y'all telling me something new, honey. I don't know. The author. There was a book. It was a novel. The author of Bling. The book was allegedly. The book allegedly was about Diddy, and she was mysteriously unalived. I don't know. Y'all put me on to something new. Yeah, y'all putting me on to something new. What's the name of the lady? What's the name of the author? Erica something was a novel. You cannot find it now. Shut up. Bling was a novel. You cannot find it now. Erica something. I have to Google her name and I'll email you. Okay, please. Please do. Yeah, y'all telling me something. Erica Kennedy. D from the D says. Honey, I got a I got a feeling some celebrities about to some a celebrity's about to talk. And I don't know what they planning on next. But I don't know why Chris Brown energy keeps coming up. But they might try to plan something next. Let me see. Erica Kennedy. Yeah, you gotta email me that. Hopefully we can find it. You said it's on Amazon for $75? Jeez. It's gotta be dropping some type of gems or something. Do you know how many novels might have been created under the guise of it being a novel, but it was based on some true story by some celebrity? That's crazy to me. Thank you so much for sending that to me. I appreciate you. Seriously. Seriously, seriously. Thank y'all. Thank everybody for helping me. Cause I be needing the help. Y'all be putting me on some shit I don't even know. Thank you for your donation, Ludaway. Thank you so much. I sent it to you. It's about a music mogul who's DL and is a iller with a K. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we might have to have a we might have to have a what they call that. We might have to have a book club, a free book club. I don't know, y'all. I might have to wait till my next paycheck to get that book. Now watch is gonna be sold out or no longer available. Watch. Just watch. Bling is on Amazon for 75. And watch it's gonna go up to either $100 or $300 or it's gonna be no longer available. Watch. That's all right. We're gonna have to find a bootleg or something. I would have loved to. And you said she passed away? Because I was getting ready to say I would love to support the sister. But y'all saying she was unalived. So who was Erica Kennedy? Was she in the industry turned author? Or was she a writer? You know how many editors are sitting on incriminating information and can't put that shit out because they fear for their life? Some of these people I can't blame for not talking. You know what I'm saying? Because it hits too close to home. Listen, you never know how some of these things would affect you until it hits close to home. You know what I'm saying? You never know how it feels to lose a child until you lose a child. I've lost a child. I never thought that in this life I would lose a child. So when it happened to me, that shit hit so different. And I ain't never been the same since. You know? So I can understand. And this is why I say I have an understanding towards some of these people. I can understand why they're afraid. I can understand why they wouldn't want to talk. And I'm not talking to the people I'm not just talking about the people who's just as guilty as this motherfucker. I'm talking about people who genuinely fear for their life concerning this man and the shit that he was. Listen, if this man could allegedly get away with killing two of the most important rappers of this era, I'm pretty sure people was afraid that he had the power to make other folks disappear and was allegedly continuing to make people disappear or be unalived. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this to you before, like I say it again. I know what spirit showed me. They showed me that something it was in Kim Porter drink. Listen, I the same way. It's all connected. It's all connected. You start drawing dots. You start seeing, oh, I didn't know Whitney Houston was connected to something that with Kim Porter. Yeah, because Clive Davis is connected to P. Diddy. You start connecting fucking dots, right? You start connecting shit. I'm saying allegedly. You start seeing how things start allegedly popping in place. Gwendolyn, thank you for your donation, honey. Beloved. I'm glad y'all said that. We got to get together, read it, or audio. We gonna come back and talk about it. Have you ever heard of Daddy's Little Freak? The author is anonymous, but it's about a girl who escaped R. Kelly when she got older. No, man, y'all are putting me on. Jeez, man. I'm gonna say allegedly about him, but the audio CD is $35. Yeah, we got to do a free book club. I looked up Bling and Columbia University and Fordham University and Princeton University have them in their libraries. Ain't them Ivy League colleges? Wait, they got that book in their library? But what about Jaguar? What about Jag? She said what she said. Jaguar said what she said, man. What about her? I fucks with Jag. I like Jag. I like Jag. I think that she is she's a force. She got her reasons why she's saying what she's saying. And listen, people can call Jaguar bitter all they want to, but I'm gonna just be real with y'all. We gotta stop this labeling shit. I think she has every right to be bitter. I do. I think she has every right to be fucking bitter. If somebody played with my career because I didn't want to oath in, I'd be pissed too. So is she really bitter, or does she have a righteous indignation for being sabotaged? Listen, we don't know how far Jag would have got in the industry, because they didn't let her really fully develop. They didn't really let her fully shine. And obviously she ain't do no fuck nigga shit, because she's still here talking. So I ain't got nothing against Jag. I ain't got shit against Jag. And that's another one that they always be saying, well, a broken clock is right twice a day. I don't give a fuck. Listen, y'all can't use that shit with me. I don't care about this broken clock right is right twice a day. I don't use those kind of innuendos to discredit people. That's another way. See, y'all can't call these people crazy anymore. So y'all moved away from the crazy narrative to now it's a broken clock being right. And in other words, you're still inadvertently or subconsciously putting it in somebody's mind to not listen to these people. But I mean, ain't nobody sued her. Ain't nobody sued her yet. And we can sit here and say, well, how if them celebrities will respond to every time somebody says something, do you know how much money they be missing and money that? No, listen to me. Listen to me. We're talking about a woman who was rubbing shoulders with the people she's talking about. This ain't no nigga or hoe off the street. She was in that industry. She has pictures of her kissing Common on the cheek. She has pictures of her and Big L. She has pictures of her doing footwork. Uh, we got footage of that. Well, from what I was told, they tried to scrub the footage, but there was footage of her uh doing the unplugged live with Jay-Z. So it's not like this woman don't know what she's talking about. Now, in its entirety, I can't say whether or not in its entirety that woman is 100% correct or not. But what I'm saying is that her track record has shown us that there's weight to what she's saying. And whether you like her or not, she's still here and she's still able to say what she's saying. And there's things that she has said for years ago that is coming out now. So let's not be so quick to discredit her or turn our backs on her. I ain't got nothing against Jag. I think Jag, D from the D, what you done gave us? Girl, you done gave us a link to what? What that is? What's the link? Girl. Ooh, she might have found the PDF, y'all. Whitney was a model before she started singing. Of course she was. Yeah, I like her. I like her. I'm gonna wait to speak on Candace Owens. Candace, that's a different story. That's a different story. That's for a different video. Jamie, I think Jaguar is extremely brave. Listen, I'm gonna just tell y'all this shit right now. The shit they doing to Jaguar right now, they already did to me when I was on the run. The same shit they did, they doing to her now. That's exactly how they was doing to me. How they held her up in the hotel. How they was trying to sabotage her from leaving. They was following her. Yes, the same shit I told y'all, and the videos are still up there that they was doing to me in real time at the time I was posting those videos. They doing that shit to her now. Yes, that's why she have to keep moving. And here's people calling her a bum and saying, she ain't got nowhere to go. She ain't got nowhere to stay. It don't. What I mean, are y'all gonna help her instead of talking about her? Do you know what it feels like to be hunted like a fucking deer? If you don't, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you do to stay alive. You ain't about hurting nobody to stay alive. You ain't about robbing or thieving from nobody to stay alive. So you do the moral thing. You got to keep moving until you can find a safe haven. I know I've been there. I survived that. And I'm grateful. So I can't look at Jag the way people are trying to portray her as. I see a woman who survived some shit. And we share a common energy. She lost a child like I lost a child. Now her child was older than mine, but nevertheless, that's a mother's pain that we both know that will never go away. So my heart is, I have a special place for Jag. Fuck what anybody else say. I'm not. I don't go with crowds of people. I don't like Jag. No, I don't like Jag either. Why? Why don't you? What she do to you? You don't know. Oh, you just following the trend, huh? Oh, you a simple-minded bitch, huh? Oh, okay. I don't go with trends. I don't go with what people say and what's popular. You gotta feel shit out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? God got his people in certain places, whether high or low. They gonna blow the trumpet when it's time. So who are we? I'm pretty sure a lot of people that is in Jaguar Wright position wouldn't even be singing because they too fucking scared to do it. So commend the sister. Hell, and how you feel about Kanye West? Commend him too, because he's on a huge level blowing whistles. 2:22 on the clock. Yeah, they did her dirty. They did. They did her dirty. They did her dirty. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, they supposedly replaced her with Jill Scott. I don't know how true that really is. How true that really is, or not. I don't. At the end of the day, she didn't play by their rules, and there was some sabotaging going on. That just lets you know you don't need talent to get in that motherfucker. You just need to know how to play the game. Excuse my burp. There's so many talentless people in that industry. It's ridiculous. Catch them without that auto-tune. Catch them without them ghostwriters. Let's see how far they get. You know what I'm saying? We're at an era where anybody's being bumped up right now. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. And y'all, they're praising industry plants right now. I said them people's industry plants before. Other folks were saying it. Yeah, don't nobody, ain't nobody bold enough to call this shit out. And if they call it out, it's because they want accolades. But what is the true motive? Do you really stand for truth, or are you just about being seen? It ain't about just being seen, bro. Let me tell y'all what comes with being seen. All eyes on you. You under a lot of scrutiny. A lot of people can't handle that. You have to bring yourself to a mental place to be able to handle being under the microscope all the time. You know what I'm saying? You have to train yourself to not respond to everything. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Listen, I don't have to like my enemies, but I do respect in certain instances. Like, you got to give it up to Beyonce, right? She don't respond to everything. But the downside of that is when you got your fucked up ass fans that be attacking people and you don't say shit, or somebody starts trending because one celebrity is under attack because they said something about her or something and it's not true, and she don't speak up. When Sanaa Lathan's career was messed with when they said she was the one who allegedly bit Beyonce at a party that everybody was, had to sign non-disclosure agreements. Why you didn't speak up and say it wasn't her if it wasn't her? Why you didn't speak up and say it was her if it was her? You let people speculate, and then that ended up doing something to that woman's career. Every time there was a speculation about a celebrity concerning her, she was quiet, and it made the other person suffer. Why was Keisha Cole, you know what I'm saying? She went downhill because she said, I ain't bowing down to nobody and I ain't no bitch. Well, she has the right to say that on Twitter. And all of a sudden, she was facing, people trying to blackball her. Carrie Hilson, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Why is it this particular person, you talk about this person, now all of a sudden you facing blackballing energy? Like, what is it? So, of course, a lot of these people are not going to be able to respond because they will be responding every day. Everybody talking about everybody. But, I commend Jag. She called the shit out. She called it for what it is. And it's up. It's up. Kanye said there's no name I won't name. I take him at his word. Fuck what the industry saying. Fuck what the news outlets is saying. That nigga said there's no name I won't name. He been naming names. He proven to you what he already done said. Listen, It is what it is. And it is important. Listen, I can't get caught up in this celebrity shit. Don't. You don't have to get caught up in it to understand what's happening. The illusion and the destruction of what we know to be poison to the human race is coming down, is falling. And this is a part of it. This is why you got to see it. You ain't got to be engulfed in it. You just got to see it happening. Right? I don't know who is Misa. Is Misa the baby mama? Nobody nobody sued her yet. But they have sent her death threats. Yeah, they've sent her death threats. And I think death threats has been coming more lately over the past year than ever before. But that's all right. All right, Dita and D from the D, they getting it together with this bling, y'all. Y'all got me wanting to know. I saw that live with Jag and yes. So that says a lot that no one has sued her to me. What she is saying is true. Yes. I'm gonna get off of here. Yeah, and I videos in real time when that shit was happening to me. I was letting y'all know. Y'all seen. I had to move around as if like I was a fucking nomad. They put you in those places. They send people at your head. Kanye West said that too. He said he told Big Lips. I know you got killers. Don't send them at my head. You could call me. Call me. That's from one celebrity to another. That's telling you. He didn't already said this nigga got goons that they hire to send to handle problems for. You don't think these people can pay somebody to watch you, monitor you, and then try to take you out of here? Listen, I'm telling you, all this shit is spiritual, but it's also in the 3D. We got to stop acting like this stuff ain't possible. They saying D on the run left those boys to be arrested and flew to the Caribbean, allegedly. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the truth. I wouldn't be surprised if I told y'all that is a possible option that he probably would find, and listen, the only way he would be able to just turn himself over or whatever is his ego is so big. He want to prove street cred to the people. We never know. Let's just watch. Let's see this shit play out. But he might pull a Russell Simmons and go to a place where the US can't extradite. Russell Simmons learned it from I love you too, baby. Russell Simmons learned it from Roman Polanski. Go somewhere where the US can't extradite you. So princess, you don't know how it feels until you've been through it. They saying Diddy is on the run, y'all. Thank you for subscribing, Cleanne. You learned about the dark side of Hollywood from my channel? Yeah. Some of this stuff, I grew up researching a lot of things, but I didn't know I was going to be placed in the middle of some things. I may not have been in high level places like Jag, but I've been in enough to see what I seen. Or I've been in enough to see. Listen, my placements, I was able to see demonic activity in real time. I was able to see witchcraft happening in real time. That's the placements I've been. Jag was able to hear the whisperings. She was able to see some shit, transact a few things in real time. I was in there, but I was also in the physical part where the spiritual was happening in real time. So I get where she's coming from, but I didn't get up to where she was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful. That's all they had to do was show me a little bit. I'm cool. I saw a video of Jaguar a while back at the airport and how they did her, and she spoke out about what was going on, and they really fucked with her that day. Didn't want her to get on her flight. That's what they do. They harass you. She gonna be all right. They claim that she had her son unalived. For what? They can claim that. They can claim that. Listen, we can sit here and buy into the conspiracy theory that Kanye had his mama offed for fame. But that's not true. Let me tell y'all, contrary to what you may believe, not everybody gets to choose and pick who they give up. Not only that, but let me say this to y'all. I and just hear me out. I believe Kanye West's situation is a bit different. His father was a Black Panther. His mama was a college professor, very well versed in the things that she taught. This man did not come from stupidity. His backbone was his mother. He had a strong fatherly parent as far as um what a man looked like, as his father's background of being a Black Panther. To take his mother away from him and to be able to manipulate and mold him after taking your backbone from you, that sounds like a move that those shadow people would do. And the reason why I'm saying it like that, and I'm saying allegedly, is because when they see you got a support system around you and they want you in the business, they will fuck with your support system. They will. They will fuck with your support system until they can either get you where they want you or you buck and fold. It's either one of the two. Misa is Justin's mom. Okay. Is that the one they say? Is Misa the one? Is Misa is Justin's mom? Is that the one they are alleged? Is Justin the one that they allege is for Wolf? Because one of them sons they allege is for Wolf, the little light skinned boy. Is Justin the little light skinned one? They said is allegedly for Wolf. Used to be Puffy's security guard. And is it true? Is it true that Quincy is Quincy Albie Shore's son? Is it true that he was legally adopted by P. Diddy when he was underage? Is that true? Because I can't understand how a man who's still alive can allow his son to be adopted. I don't want to believe that that's true. They blew Jag's car up. I believe that. I can't think of the actor who left Hollywood because of the Star Whackers. His name was Dennis Quaid. It was either Dennis Quaid or his brother. The actor that left D2C, the actor that you're talking about who left Hollywood because of Star Whackers, him and his wife had moved to Mexico. I think they fled to Canada first, and then they moved to Mexico or something. They was messing with his money, trying to make sure he couldn't survive because him and his wife went on the run. He played. He was the one who played in Independence Day. I believe he played in Independence Day. That's the one you talking about. Gwendolyn, what you talking about? I saw, yeah. What you talking about, Lyra Energy? You went to kindergarten with the son Justin in Mount Vernon? Rest in peace, my little brother was from Mount Vernon. I remember Diddy picking him up in a white fur coat and shades. Never forget that. Erica Kennedy, Jordan, Miami Beach. I believe that when they show his sons, I was like, that ninja done left them boys and ain't say shit. He had a heads up. That's how I felt. That's how I felt too. I felt that man, and remember, if he said allegedly that he would off his own mama to get what he want, then everybody is spendable around him. And I say spendable. I'm saying that on purpose. And not the other word. They're spendable. In other words, he would use them as a transactional. He would use them as a transaction to rid himself of whatever. That's why I said, my humble opinion, I can't see him going down without taking people with him. I can't see him. And it sounded like he got the drop. And that's why he was able to not be there. They raided his LA house and his Miami house. Yeah, that kind of lets me know Okay, well, he wasn't there. Well, he gonna say he was off on business. He was away on business. It's a lot he can say. Randy Quaid. That's his name. Randy Quaid. I don't know why I said Dennis. They still gave that man another Oscar after he you talking about Cash, you talking about who gave who an Oscar? They saying he flew to Camp Verde. Well, we don't know. Yeah, they say Justin is allegedly Wolf's. Oh yeah, Randy Quaid. They say Diddy tried to. HOA. If you don't stop posting all this crazy stuff, I'm gonna block you. He didn't allow Diddy to adopt his son. He threatened Al to adopt his son. Okay, so when they say his son, it's only because like that's how they talk. So he was not legally able to adopt Quincy, correct? Shout out to Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon in the house. Al talked about Kim Porter writing a book and then he was in a coma. Yeah. So I heard allegedly. Um, Baby, he must have some people praying for him. God say, wasn't that man time yet? I gotta go. I don't want this thing to take up my whole day. But Joshua said it best. We're finally escaping the debt slave plantation where all serfs are slaves regardless of color, race, or creed. I believe that. That's why I pinned that comment. Yeah, I gotta go, y'all. Let's watch how this all unfolds. And we're gonna see a man who hid behind a lot of money become very helpless and very powerless. And I'm very well aware that the words that I say, it may not happen tomorrow, it may not happen next week, but it's gonna happen. Okay? It's about to happen. And again, the energy can change. But I personally cannot see a scary motherfucker like Diddy who hides behind money and power and blackmailing people and strings and puppeteering. I can't see a motherfucker like him going down by himself. Unless he just felt like his ego was that great and he thought he can get street cred off of this shit. I can't see him going down. He got too much to lose. And it's not just this empire that he built. You gotta listen. I knew it was something very strange going on. I knew it was something very powerful that was about to come down the pipe when they had him step down from revolt. Because that's one of his money makers. I knew that when that revolt thing got dismantled like that, I said, yeah, they coming after him. It's just only a matter of time. So there's a lot of things that's being pulled from him right now. You right, Ron. Harvest time. Yeah, he's a narc, allegedly. I can't see him not taking nobody down with him. So and not only that, but I feel like with narcs are jealous. I can't see him being okay with other well-named celebrities that he's in bed with. I can't see him being okay with them not going down. Yeah, you free? You free? Oh, now you get to enjoy your freedom. Now, nigga, you got to come down with me. I can't see him going down by himself. He said that. So I'm gonna say this. Nancy says So allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly. So you telling me that Diddy said that if he goes down, he taking everyone with him? I gotta say that's alleged. Because if he said that, that means that he's alluding to the fact that he's guilty and he know he about to be found guilty about something. And I think that Diddy has a lot of smart lawyers around him, and I can't see that actually being coming out of his mouth. I mean, the man knows legal tricks here. If Keefe D is telling the truth, if Keefe D is telling the truth about him being hired by Diddy to kill Pac, then Diddy is one smart motherfucker. And he knows law. Because the dude that P. Diddy allegedly gave the $1 million to pay Keefe D with ran with the money, allegedly. So he couldn't trace that money back to Diddy if they tried, because the transaction was never settled. So the nigga know law. So that's why I'm saying, we got to be careful with how we filter in all of this. Because there's going to be some stuff that's going to be said and it's going to be alleged. And there's going to be some stuff that is. They are scared, Charmaine. Listen, Charmaine, you can tell. You right. She said, look at them folks' faces. They scared because they know if he go, they will too. You know how many people right now is calling their agents? It's going to, listen, the shade room is going to be putting so much shit out for the next few weeks. Watch what I tell you. Other celebrities, they're going to have to play this one or two ways. They're either going to have to be very quiet and go off to Paris or be on vacation somewhere, just in case they get told they're going to be all of a sudden they was already on vacation. When the shit go down and their name is put out in this 115-page report. I don't know why I just said 115. Either they're going to be off somewhere in a private island vacating, or they themselves is going to have to start talking out to seem innocent. That's going to be the reversal role. Just watch. Shade room going to be busy in these next 3 weeks. Yeah, the empire is falling. No wonder why they want to go to the moon so badly. Because they can't outrun the shit they did. He that pays the piper must pick the tune. You paid the piper to play. You picked the tune for Red Rum, RAPE, to get away with all of this shit, to be above the law, make you powerful money. But every dog has its day. Every dog has its day. Yeah, them deals with the devil don't last, baby. It don't pay to sell your soul. It doesn't pay. So this should be a lesson to all of us. You trying to oath in and pay with your soul for riches, power, fame, and respect. All that shit eventually crumbles. It don't last long. This should be a teaching moment for all of us. You looking to get in that industry? You want to become something? You do it on your own time. Do it on your own dime. Technology has made it to where anybody can become anything at any time without a middleman. Fuck, this fucking phone is my middleman. You know what I'm saying? Social media is your middleman. You don't need to sign a fucking deal with Jimmy Iovine. Listen, I used to do gigs with a chick that sung in the industry. She was in a group that was signed to Interscope. And you know what she told me? And this ain't alleged. She was like, yeah, I knew they was going to eat my ass alive. And she said that she knew that they really wasn't going to go nowhere when she found out that majority of those labels sign people as a tax write-off every year. So that made sense to me why it's so easy for these labels to sign folks and then shelf them. It doesn't even matter if they doing something or not. They still getting paid one way or the other by having a body signed to their label. So you got to know the business to understand that this shit is grimy as fuck. You say the rap game is over, but baby, the game is over, period. Thank you, Mr. 220. Listen, that didn't bother me, but I'm thank you for he said that's a man. I didn't know men can have kids. I'll be a man if you want me to be a man. What's up, bitch? Be my bitch. All right. Carla, it don't matter where these people run. It don't matter where they run. It don't matter where they run. The bigger you are, the harder you gonna have to fall. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anytime you got a man like Diddy sitting at a table with a bunch of other men drinking, calling calling men daddy, and they scared to tell him, hey, look, man, I don't play like that. When you got these men who are rappers and they supposed to be hardcore, and one of them, you know, was told was Fabulous was sitting right there, and didn't he allegedly put his hands on his baby mama or some shit like that? You got alleged women beaters sitting at the table but can't correct this man from calling you daddy. And then he's saying it several times and he looking at you in your face. The shit like that makes me wonder if he has something on you to keep you from, you know what I'm saying? It makes me wonder. You couldn't put this nigga in his place. So this man felt like he had some kind of power. Of course he thought this shit was gonna last him to the end of time. Well, the end of time is here. The end of time, he thought the end of time was gonna be him going down in the grave at an old ripe age. No, baby. The end of time is now. This is the end of time. So it is what it is. I gotta go. I love y'all. Shout out to y'all fucking with me. And for those of you who don't fuck with me, shout out to you too. Because you don't even really know why you don't fuck with me. I can't stop people from assuming whatever they want to believe about me. Man, let that shit be true for them. If they feel like they got to be justified to not like me, let them be justified to not like me. I'm going to continue to live. Sometimes you got to allow people to put you in a place of a villain. You ain't even did shit. Just let people vilify you. Because listen, as much as that would have hurt me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that shit would have hurt my heart. Oh, why would somebody vilify me? I ain't do nothing. But let me tell y'all this. Sometimes that shit is really good for you. Let people talk shit. Let people not like you. Let people vilify you. You know why? Because when times like that happens, you get to see who really has discernment. You really get to see if people really are in tune to the spirit of truth. Because anybody who's real gonna know the truth. That's why you can't be worried about the opinions of people. And with that being said, please know from the bottom of my heart, I really do fuck with y'all. And I really do love y'all. And I want y'all to know this is a safe space for the people. This is a safe space for the people. I make it a safe space for the people. It ain't just about me. I'm a conduit of love. And though sometimes love may be tough coming out my mouth, nevertheless it is love. And at the end of the day, that's what I want. I want the world to be engulfed in love, so much so that it's eradicating scum like Diddy. That innocent people are justified and vindicated. That's my heart. That's my heart's prayer. Now, everybody that's been done wrong will be vindicated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real mediums are hated. But I am studied. I may not be liked, but I'm studied. I know that for a fact. I'm studied. And I ain't talking about by other readers either. I'm government studied. And that's not alleged. So I gotta go. I love y'all. Until next time, remember, be quiet. Listen and watch. Let it unfold. Let it unfold. We don't need to pull no cards on this Diddy shit. We done did enough. Let it the fuck happen. Deuces.